Hello everybody and welcome to Rizzo Rink, the home of the PBLA, where we have game one of this week's 4 games on Monday and Wednesday night, and first of 2 on this Monday night between the Edge and the Black Storm. I'm Caden Stewart. I'll be the voice of the PBLA for today's early game against the Edge and Black Storm. Both teams looking to rebound from a losing record, as the Edge looking for their first win of the year at 0-4. And the Black Storm just ahead of them in the standings at 1-2. Hoping to rebound after a slow start to their year. Starting goaltenders for today's matchup will be Thomas Kelly for the Black Storm and Victoria Sloan for the Edge. Or pardon me, Kelly for the Black Storm and Eric Young in net for the Edge. An interesting storyline to watch for the goaltenders, most likely playing in a second period. The first ever father-daughter matchup in the PBLA, and again, first ever in net, as Andrew Sloan takes over in net for the Black Storm and Victoria Sloan takes over in net for the Edge. We expect that change to happen in the second period. Now the clock is running, so under 14 and a half will be on the clock when we start this first and opening period. Young versus Kelly in net, and the Edge will send the representative out to win the face-off. That will be Christopher Haley. And Haley goes down to Andrews, who plays it off the boards. Andrews, though, lost possession quickly, so the Black Storm retake it at top of the face-off circle. Moving around is Nolan Fox. Fox had an off-angle shot, that one wide. The rebound came back out toward Bozak, and Bozak couldn't bring it in. Colombo picks up along the near boards and takes it out across. Fresh pairs of legs for the Edge. Steve Colombo goes to Gillespie. Gillespie moves up to DeFinis. DeFinis in between the face-off circle and the blue line. Out to Siddiqui. Siddiqui by the far boards is double team. Now it is George Rusnak in close coverage. Siddiqui's shot took a hop in front of Kelly. You didn't quite see it after. Everybody went off the ceiling and says that it went out of play. It's ruled off the pads of Kelly, so the Edge will take back over. DeFinis from the blue line. Goes on low to Haley. Haley with a shot, that one off the pads of Kelly. Loose in front of the net. Haley tried to shuffle it towards the scorer's table, but just couldn't pick it up. Here comes Fox in transition, a shot. That's saved by Young. Young 1 for 1 on his day. And Jacob Snyder, by the Thomas B. Taylor sign, now has possession for the Black Storm. Snyder fires that one out to the side to Nick Fox. Fox around the face-off circle had that one knocked out of his stick and picked up by David Anderson. Anderson between the face-off circles. 2 minutes have elapsed in this opening period. Anderson down low, shot off the pads of Kelly. Maybe not take a hop in front of the net, and it sails over the backstop. It'll be Black Storm ball as the arid shot was taken by Cassidy Higdon. Here's Santangelo. Pardon me, Santangelo. Santangelo by the near face-off circle is that one in and out of his stick and regains possession. So Santangelo with the giveaway and a steal and a possible assist. That one found post. So the Storm with an open look, but Young turns them away at the doorstep and picks up the loose ball as well. And now it's Andrews taking it up for the Edge, who's gotten off to a good start defensively. Andrews around the blue line, tried to shuffle it out towards Smaron. Got to him. Smaron takes a shot to the shoulder. When he bounces back up, comes in between the face-off circles. Smaron a shot. That one's saved by Kelly. And he closes the 5-hole quickly. As that one went off 95 off the deflection. And the Edge are back on as the Black Storm with a quick turnover. No one quite had possession besides Kelly, who was the giveaway. Anderson goes toward DeFinis. DeFinis around mid-link. Haley and Renard sublong. DeFinis has a shot. That one scooped up by Kelly. Kelly walks one towards the sideboards. Massive pump fake at the blue line. Second effort shot is just wide of Young. And taking a shot as well was Andrew Sowers. Sowers hits the deck, the shot hits glass, and the Edge are back on it. Here's Cassidy Higdon. Higdon to Siddiqui. Siddiqui through the middle of the face-off circle, sends that one in and out of his stick and knocked away back toward the Black Storm. It's Nolan Fox. Fox, that one knocked out of his stick again. It goes back towards DiColombo, couldn't bring it in. Here's an open 1-on-none, and that one turned away as Young slams the door. 10 minutes to go in this first period, and Eric Young has looked spectacular through the first 5. Nick Fox out to the far corner. The comebacker went just wide. Rusnak was in front. Now he's behind the net, getting Young to bite there, and then a quick, good defensive play by Andrews. I'm not even sure he realized he made it at first, but it's knocked down by Andrews out in front, and Thomas Barton takes the pass. He goes all over the stick of Bernard, who tried to battle back, couldn't bring it in. Here's Nolan Fox. Fox's shot underhand saved by Young. Rusnak picked up the ground ball in the corner. Rusnak, that one was tried to be scooped up by Andrew Sowers, went in and out of his stick. Here comes Santangelo with the shot. That one saved again by Young. Both goaltenders brick walls for the first 6 minutes. Santangelo by the outskirts of the crease, shot. Young's made the initial save. It's still loose in the crease, and Young will eventually pounce on it. And that'll bring about a reset of the shot clock as the Edge have possession. DiColombo through the blue line. Speeds up a little bit as he crosses mid-rink. Has some options, just has to go towards the net. He gets it on goal, but it's saved by Kelly. DiColombo now lays a little bit of a check down on Snyder. Snyder evades between the face-off circles and pushes one back towards Caden Zadell. Zadell to Askinas. Askinas' shot, that one didn't quite make it to Young. Might have been deflected wide, it went off the boards. Here's Sowers in the face-off circle, it's shot saved by Young. Blackstorm will get a reset though, as that one was on goal. Jacob Snyder, Askinas, back to Snyder, shot, and saved by Young. It was stuck in the pads for a moment. With the Edge goaltender makes yet another save. And we remain scoreless with under 8 to go in the first. Here's Smaron through mid-rink. DiColombo has that one in and out of the stick, stolen away by the Black Storm. Here comes Santangelo, and he scores. The assist from Santangelo is Caden Zadell with the goal, and Zadell breaks the scoreless tie with just under 7.5 to go in this opening period. It's 1-0 Storm. Face-off is won by the Storm on the second face-off. In this Young game, there's a pass out in front. It went between the sticks of Nolan Fox and Phil Reuter. Reuter behind the back look, but it was blocked before it got to Young. Nolan Fox with the ground ball pickup. Here's James Lindsay. Lindsay, Askinas, shot, save Young. And the Edge back on offense. Here's Julian DeFinis. Inches across mid-range through the blue line to finish towards the net. Gets a shot on goal. It's saved by Kelly. Good right side save by Kelly, and bringing it down the other side is Reuter. Reuter to the middle, shot save. Rusnak took the shot. It's a loose ball out in front. Reuter had an open opportunity. That one no good. Second effort's in for Nick Fox. And Fox makes it a 2-0 Black Storm lead with 6 minutes to go in the first. And they have scored 2 in the last 90 seconds after both sides were shut out through the first 8 minutes. tie-up after the most recent face-off is coming off as Colin Bozak. Fighting for the ball up against the boards is Tyler McCarr by the Thomas V. Taylor sign. McCarr has that one knocked out of his stick into the stick of Askenaz, his teammate. Blake Askenaz around the blue line. Askenaz spins, trying to get into open space. Across the middle, had an opportunity there. That one wide as McCarr took the pass but went out of his stick. Winds up into the pads of Young. Was blown dead as it was caught in the leg pad of the goaltender. And Young will restart it to Barton, who now subs off. Defense goes to DiColombo. Defense sent in between the face-off circles. Trying to set a pick for DiColombo. That doesn't work out too well as DiColombo is backed into a corner. Goes to the middle with a shot. That one off the post. A great look for the edge attack there. And now another turnover for the Black Storm as the Edge are back on it. It's DeFinis once again, just like the most recent shot. DeFinis gets knocked down, sent into the boards. His shot does not quite make it to Kelly, and the Black Storm are back on offense. Here's Liam Hare, dodging like a hare. And has that one go towards Nick Fox. Went in and out of his stick, though. Here's Santangelo. What a pump fake by Santangelo, and he scores. First goal of the game for Santangelo, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Storm with under 4 to go in the first. Anthony Del Colombo wins the faceoff. Del Colombo plays it off the boards. Tried to find his teammate out in front of the net. That was Higdon, but didn't make it to him. Now the Black Storm in transition through the middle. He scores. One bounce pass to James Lindsay is all it took, and it's a 4-0 Storm lead as they have 2 in the last 30 seconds of play. And all 4 by different members of the Storm offense. Face-off is won by Curtis Renard, as that one was caught in midair, so a good play by the defenseman for the Edge. Immediately, though, it's a Black Storm takeaway. It's Askenaz through mid-rink. Askenaz out towards Nick Fox. Fox directs some traffic out in front. Cutting it in, it Sowers, and that shot just wide. Caught in the air by Andrews, takes a shot up high. No whistle, now a tie-up as Andrews couldn't find the ball initially. And it's George Rusnak for the Storm picking it up. Rusnak was held up a little bit. That shot trickles wide off the boards. Jacob Snyder will play it off glass, and a whistle sounds. There may have been too many men on for the Storm, and there was. We had a 2-minute bench penalty against the Storm. They called it a legal substitution. 2-minute penalty is added to the boards. Renard starts out with it to go to DiColombo, right back to the top. Here's a whip one on goal. That one saved as DeFinis got it on Kelly, but the Storm pick it up off the ground. Here's Nick Fox. Fox by the Thomas V. Taylor sign. Fox to Nolan Fox, and that one wide. Off the boards and all the way back down to the stick of Phil Reuter. Reuter tried to go to Nolan Fox, but that one scoops up on him and off the netting behind him. Under a minute to go in this opening period. The Edge looking to break their scoreless drought here. Currently a 4-0 Black Storm lead in the first 14 minutes. To Finis from the face-off circle. Del Colombo. Renard goes down to Siddiqui now. Back to Renard. Goes to the top. He scores! The Edge are on the board in the first period. It's a goal from Curtis Renard from the blue line. And it's a 4-1 Black Storm lead. Time ticking below 15 seconds in the first period. Both sides back to even strength with the goal. Under 10 seconds now. Face-off is won by the Edge. A pass to Del Colombo might cost him here, though. 3 seconds. Del Colombo, last-ditch effort. He won't get a shot off in time. And that'll be it for this first period of play. 4-1, the Black Storm lead the Edge through 15 minutes. 30 more to come from Rizzo Rink. And the Edge with some work to do. "15 minutes down from Rizzo Rink. We're into the second frame of 15. 2 goaltender substitutions as expected, one for either side. It's Victoria Sloan taking over in net for the Edge, Andrew Sloan for the Black Storm. And just have for the first ever father-daughter matchup in the PBLA. Both goaltenders in this one is the first chance for either one. Comes up just short. It was spiked out in front by Askenaz. It goes off the ceiling into the Edge takeover. To finish him around mid-rink, goes over to Siddiqui. Siddiqui around the blue line, back around mid-rink, and checks it down into the corner. A shot on goal, sliding save by Sloan. Underneath, second effort, that one turned away again. The day after Father's Day, the dad wins the first battle 2 for 2, and Sloan with a redemption save. It's trickling out in front of the crease, but corralled back in. Tense moment there for the Edge defense, but the save is made by Sloan. And Andrews takes it across mid-rink. Andrews to Del Colombo. Or pardon me, that's James Smaron. Smaron by Siddiqui. Up to Finis. Finis to the face-off circle. One bounce shot from the crease. It's scooted away by Sloan. Finis by the boards. Still trying to find that loose ball. Coming in for some backup is Chris Calhoun, but it won't matter. The Black Storm are in transition. 3-on-1 advantage for the Storm. They're going to take advantage of it here. A diving effort knocked down. And that'll be a whistle against the Black Storm. It's a crease violation on the Storm. And so the Edge are back on offense. Del Colombo to the goal scorer, Renard. And that one's knocked away. Into the stick of Sloan. And now the Edge are back on offense with Del Colombo. Del Colombo to Renard. Renard around mid-rink. Back up to Smaron. Smaron between the circles. There's a shot that's stick-saved by Sloan. As that one shuffled out towards Nolan Fox. And here comes Santangelo looking for a second of the game. And he's turned away. 1-on-none save for Victoria Sloan. And she keeps the game with just a 3-goal deficit. Second effort is also turned away. 3 saves in a row. Yes, there is, as Sloan pounces on it in the crease. It gets under the stick, though. The edge back in, and 3 brilliant saves from the goaltender Victoria Sloan to keep the game at a 3-goal deficit for the Edge. Siddiqui goes toward Cassidy Higdon now, and Higdon's shot goes off glass and comes right back into the stick of Andrew Sloan. So the Black Storm will reset. Here comes Nick Fox. Fox through the middle, takes a stick check. Here's a shot, and it's a score. A one-timer whipped on goal by Jacob Snyder. And it's a 5-1 lead for the Black Storm of 5 different goal scorers, as Snyder adds his name to the list. Face-off is won by the Storm fairly quickly as Nolan Fox takes a shot. Another save by Sloan. Charging down the far side is Thomas Barton. Barton backs it off to Chris Calhoun this time. Calhoun had Del Colombo out in front. He got a shot and it was saved by Sloan. Right in the chest pad, and Del Colombo backs off as the Black Storm go into a box defense out in front. Swatting one away is Christopher Haley for the Edge, hoping to get it out of dangerous territory there, and a whistle will sound. And this will be a call against the Storm, it appears. Too many men call on the Storm. It'll be their second call for a bench infraction today. Renard will start with the ball. He scored the power play goal for the Edge on their last man up attempt. That's the only one so far, up until 10 seconds ago. Here's Renard. Once back in the stick of Siddiqui. Siddiqui boxed away, goes to it Smaron. Smaron fakes the underhand to Renard. Shot that one off metal. Renard picks up the rebound. He has that one on goal. That one off the post. Renard trying to fight for the loose ball. He couldn't quite get there. And the Black Storm are back on offense as that one sent down the boards. Getting the steal and subbing off soon after was Andrew Thomas. A shot was taken from the far side by a member of the Storm, but it's read well by Sloan and the Edge pick it up. Here's Smaron, who goes behind the back to Renard. Back to Smaron. Renard from the blue line between the face-off circles. Renard shot, he scores! 2 points for Renard, and Smaron takes care of the power play. It is a 5-2 lead for the Storm, but 2 man-up goals for the Edge to keep them in it. Face-off is won by the Black Storm, coming off the Edge, second goal of the game. This keeps it a 3-goal deficit. 5-2 lead total. But the Edge have scored 2 of the last 3 in the game and have done a very solid job on defense, as both Sloan and Young have made brilliant saves to keep the deficit where it currently sits. Here's the Finnis. The Finnis has that one saved by Andrew Sloan. And the Storm will bring it back in on offense. They go around the back of the boards. Nick Fox down low. What a goal is Nick Fox out in front to George Rusnak. And Rusnak answers right back for the Storm offense. It's a 6-2 lead for Black Storm. A 2-on-none disadvantage for the Edge there, and the Black Storm read it well and are able to take full advantage as Rusnak gets his first of the day. 8 different goal scorers on the 8 different goals halfway through this one at Rizzo Rink. Renard hard around mid-rink as that one lofted into the air. It was swatted away by Matthew Reuter. And Reuter up towards Andrew Sowers. Now has it around the blue line. Sowers between the face-off circles. Go up to the top to Santangelo, a goal scorer tonight. Santangelo tried to go further down low, but it was wide of Sowers. And Sowers whips on a cross, intercepted by Del Colombo. And Del Colombo goes out across towards Smaron, who scored the most recent goal in the game for the Edge. Smaron back to Del Colombo, 7 minutes to go in the second. The finesse around the blue line. The finesse. Del Colombo is shot, and again it finds post. Here comes Smaron. A shot on goal. He scores! Back-to-back Edge goals scored by Smaron. And he's the first player in the game to reach multiple goals in the day. It's a 6-3 lead for the Storm. And the Edge with another response. Face-off is won by the Storm. Taking it in is Phil Reuter by the Roman Catholic sign. Reuter was a little high for Zidell. Scored the opening goal in the game. Zidell out toward Askenaz. Askenaz, a diving attempt in the crease. He knocks down Sloan. A whistle sounds. Time will keep running, and it appears there won't be a penalty issued. It's an off-balance attempt by Askenaz. The Storm will hold possession, 5:40 and ticking to play in the second. Askenaz whips one on goal, that one just wide of Sloan. And it'll go trickling off the boards. Brought back in by James Lindsay, a goal scorer today. Lindsay out in front, he scores. What a goal as James Lindsay gets his second of the game. Great assist there by Nick Fox, get his second point. And Lindsay with his second goal. He scored the cap in the first period and now has his first in the second. And it's now a 7-3 Storm lead with 5 to go in the second. Andrews has that face-off when attempt swatted into the stands. It'll be Black Storm ball. As Matthew Reuter takes it across the mid-rink. Reuter towards Adele. Adele's pass goes a little wide, winds up in the stick of Jacob Snyder. Snyder around the blue line. Snyder, Sowers. With the defense, has a shot, he scores. And now 2 quick ones for the Storm to answer right back, and they have a game-high 5-goal lead on the Edge, 8-3. Four goals in each of the first 2 periods thus far for the Black Storm offense. The Edge with 1 in the first and 2 in this most recent second. Storm are back on offense with Askenaz. Askenaz goes down the field, or down the court. I don't know. Down the rink to Bozak, and Bozak a diving attempt was ruled in the crease as Sloan makes a save on the doorstep initially. The Edge back on offense. Here's the Finnis. The Finnis towards Smaron, the 2-time goal scorer for the Edge. Smaron, the Finnis, shot wide. A great save by Sloan. And now Sloan, another diving effort save that caught the shoulder pad. Now trickle back out toward the Storm. 1-on-1. Here's a whip on goal. That one just wide. Rebound was just over the stick of Rusnak. And the Edge will slow down the pace. Here's Higdon. Higdon a shot. That one saved by Sloan. Renard picks up the loose ball. Renard back toward Higdon. It'll go off the glass, and it's caught by Sloan. Storm are on it. Here's Reuter. Reuter from the face-off circle is shot. The net rattled, but it did not go in, and it's turned away by Sloan and sent into the corner. A battle for the ball ensuing by the face-off, by the scorer's table. As Rusnak trying to get into open space, he's unable to, and the Edge will pick it up. Taking it down is Matt O'Brien. O'Brien up against the Herman sign. Goes toward Del Colombo. And timeout called by the Edge. 30-second timeout for the Edge. The first timeout of the game for either side. 2:01 to go in the second. It's an 8-3 lead for the Storm. Back into live action here in the second period. As an approximate 2-minute warning as Sowers will pick up the loose ball. Sowers to the middle, a shot and a quick goal right in transition as Adele on the assist from Sowers gets his second, and it's a 9-3 Storm lead as they have scored 3 straight. Fifth goal in the period for the Black Storm offense. Under 90 seconds to go in the second. And 9-3 lead for the Storm. Andrew Thomas wins the faceoff for the Storm. Thomas goes to McCarr. McCarr, Askenaz in the face-off circle. Askenaz behind the back look is wide of Sloan. It'll sail just behind the back netting, or just in front of the back netting, pardon me. It won't quite clip it. Santangelo with the shot clock down to 3. He was one up. Last second buzzer beater is wide. It'll be a shot clock violation on the Storm. And with about 30 seconds left, the Edge are back on offense. Andrews takes it up to Del Colombo. Del Colombo picks up the ball in open space, goes back to Andrews. And the Edge look to take the last shot in the second period. Here's a centering attempt for Del Colombo. Takes a shot, that one wide. It'll be trickling into the boards. Del Colombo fighting for the loose ball. Trying to knock it into the stick of Gillespie, who had a good filtering pass out on Del Colombo. Shot clock down to 2, and that one sent wide. That'll be it. Second period comes to a close with the Edge in offensive possession, but they come up empty on the final attempt. It's a 9-3 lead for the Black Storm through 30 minutes of play. 15 more to come from Rizzo Rink, and the Storm open it up a little bit more in the second with a 9-3 6-goal lead. 30 minutes down at Rizzo Rink, 15 more to come. The Edge were late getting on for the faceoff. It'll be a free win for the Storm. Look to take advantage of that for the 10th time today. Colin Bozak goes toward James Lindsay. Lindsay out across to Santangelo. The shot, that one saved by the back in goal Eric Young for the Edge. As both the typical starters are in net. Young for the Edge and Kelly for the Storm. To finish through the blue line and through mid-rink. As Haley running around the blue line. To finish the second effort look to get it by Kelly. It's both turned away. And the Storm are on offense. Charging all the way down and taking a shot is Sowers. Bringing it back in off glass is Smaron, who has 2 goals today. Smaron back to Santangelo this time. Santangelo from around the June sign takes up across mid-rink. Santangelo takes the pass. He scores! And the Storm reached double digits first. It's 10-3 in the third as Santangelo scores his second of the game. Here's Smaron with a face-off win for the Edge. Underhand pass toward Higdon. Brought in on the second bounce. Higdon around the face-off circle. Cutting it in on net. Shot shuffled away by Kelly. Gets sent toward the Mark Squilla sign in the corner. And now second effort by Higdon is saved by Kelly. Kelly goes to Fox. The sidearm look towards Sowers is picked up. Sowers out to the middle. That one just wide. George Rusnak brings in. Rusnak to Askenas. Askenas into the corner. Askenas over the top. And its stick got caught in the pad of Young. And the save was made by the Edge goaltender. Siddiqui from the blue line for the Edge. Siddiqui by the Roman Catholic sign, holding on to it for the moment. Shot clock halfway expired, and that one knocked away. Here's Rusnak through the faceoff circles. Rusnak has shot that one off the post. It's all Young gave him. And that keeps the game with a 7-goal deficit for the Edge with 11.5 to go in the third. Siddiqui around the blue line. Siddiqui underhand shot on goal is saved by Kelly. Kelly sends that one up to Snyder. Snyder by the Anthony Repis sign. Be sure to check him out for your tax preparation and accounting services. Here's Matthew Reuter. Reuter to Reuter passing as Matthew Reuter backs away. Here's a pass, that one wide. Plays it off glass. Reuter from the blue line. There's a shot taken by Nick Fox. It's a shot clock violation on the Storm. As Fox took a check up high. Colombo to DeFinis. DeFinis almost lost his footing there between the blue line and mid-rink. DeFinis a pump fake. Shot clock down to 8. DeFinis on goal. It's saved by Kelly. He drops that one back to Paul Miller. And the Storm are back on it about almost 10 minutes to go in third. Lindsay with the pump fake behind, looking for Zadell. And now he goes to Santangelo. Santangelo a wind-up shot. And saved by Young. A good save on the one-time shot by Santangelo. And the Edge are back on offense. Here's Smaron. Smaron by the blue cross line, taking a beating into the boards. Siddiqui around the near face-off circle, pump fake into open space. Shot clock down to 6. Siddiqui underhand look goes wide. Nobody home out in front. Here's Nolan Fox in transition. Fox to the top. Santangelo, Askinaz, 1, 2, 3, and that one no good. As the shoulder save was made by Young. Underneath a great save by Young as well as Askinaz went through the legs, but off the leg pad of Young. And crease violation called on Askinaz now as his foot was inside the blue line. Here's Haley, and he's pickpocketed by Askinaz with a redemption call there. Askinaz gets tripped up maybe in a bit to the boards. And Haley and Askinaz got tied up there. I'm not even sure what sign that is. There's not too many words on it. There's a pass to the far side of Liam Hare. There inside the blue line. Hare by the crease behind the back. What a save by Young. Young tied up though. The ball loose out in front. And good awareness by Del Colombo to pick up the loose ball. Two great saves by Young, and he's able to bring in the loose change. Renard retreats a little bit inside his own blue line. And now he'll restart. Renard to Definis. Shot clock halfway through. Game clock down to 8 minutes. Siddiqui with 7 ticks to go. Siddiqui backs out. Shot clock down to 1, and Siddiqui can't get it off. 7:48 to go. Here's a pass out in front. Sowers, 1-on-none opportunity, and Young makes the save. Sowers frustrated after the play, but Young with a brilliant hook there and turns him away with a chest pad save. Smaron from mid-rank, a shot, he scores! A hat trick for James Smaron. And all three in the latter two periods, a 10-4 lead for the Storm. Timeout called by the Storm for Smaron's most recent goal. Looks like Sloan may be put back in net. Young has not left his post as of now. And Andrew Sloan is back in net for the Storm. 7 minutes to go in the third. 10-4 lead for the Storm. Askinaz fights his way through the blue line to winning the face-off. Askinaz behind the back look toward Rusnak. It's just wide. Nolan Fox trying to play it off the boards. Fox has that one lofted up in the air in front of him by Rusnak. Andrews now around the glass. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay has that one knocked away. Young makes the save as Snyder got it on net. Here's Renard. Renard to Christopher Haley. Haley tried to go to Smaron, but it was lost in translation. And now taking it all the way down and scoring the goal is Phil Reuter. Finally getting on the board after facilitating the offense for most of the game. And Reuter makes it an 11-4 lead for the Storm with 6 minutes to go. Only the second goal allowed in this third period by Eric Young, who's had a very solid day in net. Del Colombo trying to pick up the loose ball, he could not. And it's an easy pickup for Andrew Thomas. Thomas has that one, say a little bit on him, brought back in by Sowers. And the violation called on Sowers. The Edge are back on offense, 11-4 lead for the Storm. Higdon to Gillespie now. Gillespie around the face-off circle. Behind the shot clock, Gillespie diving out in front for it. And stuck in the pads of Sloan, who's still not sure where it is. Now he finds it. It's almost scooted back in net. Sloan wags a finger. And it's Santangelo for the Black Storm back on offense. Is a close call for the Storm goaltender there. Santangelo, a filtering pass behind the back look. Unshaken is Young, and he takes that one off the post behind him. The edger on offense with Anderson. And Anderson has that one pickpocketed out of him. And so the Storm on offense now is Sowers. Sowers on the face-off circle has that one sail. One hand pick up in midair by Nick Fox, who fires one. That one saved by Young off the leg pad, off the backboards as well. Behind the back look, didn't quite make it to Young. Askenaz has it around the back of the crease. Diving effort, he scores. What a goal by Blake Askenaz to beat Young on his weak side. Diving out in front and keeping his foot out of the crease to get the 12th goal of the game for the Storm. And Askenaz is on the scorecard for the first time tonight with his first of the game. Face-off won by the Storm momentarily, but getting sandwiched was Tyler McCarr. Colin Bozak picked up the remnants of the hit, but an immediate whistle, it appears to be against the Storm. It will be on the Storm, and it will be on Tyler McCarr. And slashing is the call. The edger 2 for 2 on man up today. Call on McCarr. It's the first player penalty of the game. 2 bench minors early on for the Storm, and no penalties in the game against the Edge thus far. Here's Phil Reuter. Reuter has that one a little high, and it'll go almost off our GoPro, or tripod back here. I'm not sure what you call that. I guess tripod works. It's 3 legs. So it goes out to play off the Storm. The edger on offense. Renard from the blue line. Renard to Smaron, Del Colombo. It goes around the horn with none of it hitting the net. And Renard between the face-off circles on the blue line has that one sent in. To finish with a shot and a great save by Sloan. It'll go off netting behind them. Under a minute to go on the man up for the Edge. Under 2 to go in the game. Here's Phil Reuter, who whips one on goal, and it fires into the Edge bench off glass. Renard brings it in for the Edge with 30 seconds left. On the man up, 1:20 to go on the game clock. Renard, Smaron, DeFinis, he scores! And DeFinis makes it 3 for 3 today on power plays for the Edge. He gets his first goal of the game at the 12-5 deficit. Second, third period goal for the Edge. One by Smaron, who has the hat trick, and one now by DeFinis. The other 2 from Smaron both came in the second. Here's Matthew Reuter. Reuter had his 6th go flying. And the Edge, the Black Storm will send Lindsay out to pick it up. Lindsay around the face-off circle, under 30 seconds to go. His shot out in front, he scores. Lindsay the assist to Matthew Reuter. The 4th third period goal of the game, and Matthew Reuter will join Phil Reuter on the scorecard with his first of the game. It's now a 13-5 lead. Under 10 seconds to go, and both sides will let the clock run out. So your final score on the early game here on this Monday night, the Black Storm 13 and the Edge 5. And that'll be it in this 45-minute affair. 45 minutes gone. We'll be back for the nightcap of this Monday night doubleheader as the Storm defeat the Edge by 8, 13-5.